Pisces. Pisces, this is a week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is a message for Pisces, sun, moon, and rising sign. It's a Piscean energy reading. So please take it where and how it resonates with you in your life. It is your message. If you are looking or need a personal message reading, I do those. Please check out my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com, and book and schedule with me. This is a timeless message, so it will come to you in the week that you need it or are willing to receive the messages within it. There is a new video every single week, guys, so please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and that you have those all notification bell rung so that you will get notified when I upload the newest content. And there's also an option to join my BWOB membership for those of you who are fans of the extended reading. Pisces, you will get access to all of the extended readings moving forward, as well as so many other perks. Yeah, check it out. Check it out and please join. Let's get into your reading. Let's see. Okay. One more. I think you're trying really hard. There's something here like trying really hard, right? Trying really hard to, it's almost like a false obligation. Not that you're intentionally trying to be false, but there's something like, you know, when you've been loyal to something and it used to be something that you really cared about and really fit you, but it's like you're trying too hard to still squeeze into those jeans that you fit into when you were 16. You know, like some things you just grow out of. And it's almost like you haven't fully accepted that yet. But let's get into it, see if I'm right. Be loyal to what you love, but it's tilted, right? There's this sense of, but you're being pulled back, right? If you continue to be loyal to what you love, you're weighing backwards, you're not pushing forward. So that was my first sign. And then I had be playful, and that's also, boom, it's not fun for you anymore. And the truth is, everything isn't always fun. So I understand that, but it's like there's just the joy has been lost, and it's getting heavier. It's getting heavier because it is dragging you back. Whatever it is at this point, we don't know what it is yet, but it's dragging you back. Right? It's at least it's keeping you stuck. You're not really moving forward. This isn't, it's like, because this is Cancerian energy. This is Gemini energy. It's almost like part of you is still acting too much like a kid or trying to hold on to a part of your youth. And it's not who you are. It's who you were. And you don't fit the jeans anymore, but you're still trying to, and it's starting to look ridiculous. That's how it's coming out. So let's keep going. Let's keep getting into it, Pisces. We have truth transcends illusion, which means something is kind of like staring you in the face, and it's really, really blunt. Whether or not you want to see it, it's there. So this is like message. And you see it, it's noticeable, or it's noticeable to other people. And then we have time to collaborate, which is really put things together and allow other people to help you, help them. It's like construct it. It's trying to say you'll put the truth together if you start listening more to other people's input, to what other people are saying, because maybe right now the truth isn't going to come from your own brain. There seems to be sort of a hold up there, or a fog there, but you'll be able to piece it together through other people, through this sense of, especially if you have really good friends or people who love you, helping you to put it together. Time to collaborate. Truth transcends illusion. This is a sense of you do need help in this area. That's the truth of the matter. In this area, whatever this area is, Pisces, you need help. right? You're not going to be able to put two and two together or solve this puzzle by yourself. This is definitely something that you should be listening to what other people say. Not in terms of their judgments or condemnations of you, but messages of just truth from people that you trust. This sense of, hey, what's going on? This doesn't really feel right anymore. Are you okay? Like, listen to what they're saying, because they're going to help you be able to piece it together. And then we have learn from the past. Either it's a message from somebody that you've known for a long time, or it's saying, look at where it got your parents. Like, look at their mistakes, or maybe you've made this same mistake in the past. There's just this kind of sense of, you've seen this before, but now you're the one doing it. So what you need to become aware of, you're actually in this repetitive pattern. Instead of you're actually doing something that's helping you move forward, you're kind of looping yourself, right? Learn from the past. This is a karmic lesson. You're stuck in it until you learn from it. But I was just having this conversation yesterday with, okay, but tell me what I'm supposed to learn. I will focus on but right now I'm confused as to what the lesson is. And it seems that you have been confused as to what the lesson is. And the lesson is that you are ready to move on or grow up from a specific stage or interest or even desires you had when you were younger, even if it was just last year. But it feels like it's being pulled back. It's like, let it go. You don't have to stick with or hang with that group if you've outgrown them. You don't have to stick with or hang with that style of clothes if it doesn't fit you anymore. It's like, let yourself shed the skin so that you can grow. It's like you're trying to prevent that somehow. And there's some memory here. Now, we also have an indication, Pisces, of the retrograde that we're in. Even if you're seeing this years after I publish it, look back to around December 13th, 2023 to January 5th of 2024. That was a Mercury retrograde happening then. Jupiter was still in retrograde. Uranus was still in retrograde. So there's just this energy of what was going on then, and what were you being forced, you being pulled back, right? What were you being forced to relearn because it doesn't seem like you caught on? And that's what's happening here. It's like you're still trying to incorporate something in your life that doesn't really fit anymore. And it's time to get some help. It's time, not necessarily therapy or anything, though. Listen, if you deserve therapy, we all deserve therapy if we need it. We all deserve intervention from a doctor if we need it. Give yourself what you deserve. If you've been feeling stuck, then start opening yourself up. Now is the time to start asking questions, because other people on the outside of you will have a more balanced understanding of what they see. And they may at this point start, I don't know if I want to tell them because I love them. I don't want to insult them. But it's like, welcome their observations, welcome their external insights, because especially if you've been feeling a little foggy lately, like, why am I stuck here? It's because you're stuck in a repetitive situation. You're trying to relive maybe who you were 10 years ago and not who you are now. And it's like you're not fully incorporating the fact that you've changed and you should be at a different place in your life right now. And this stuckness is going to come up a lot this week. We have clear out the clutter in reverse. So yes, there's a confirmation. Dude, there's a confirmation there. I can't see through these cards. They were not facing me absolutely. This is the message that you're stuck. You're not willing to let go of something from the past, and that is what is blocking your ability to grow. And this is also blocked as well. This is Cancerian energy. Both of this is Cancerian energy. So it could have something to do with maternal energy, with your mother making the same mistakes that she did. This could also be just this sense of family in general, something that you haven't let go of, or a mistake that has actually been repetitive and you're not seeing it, or you're not owning it, or you're not acknowledging that this is actually what's happening to you too. But it is, something is happening to you too. There could be the same, I once had a friend, she wasn't Piscean, but every time she drank, and she was clearly an alcoholic, God bless her, but every time she drank, she would preface it by saying, my parents were alcoholics, I'm not. My parents were alcoholics, I'm not. But she was, on some level, she knew she had a problem. And she had their problem. But she didn't want to acknowledge it because it was too hard for her. So that's kind of what this is saying. Like, your parents made the same mistake. You saw them, you witnessed it. You thought you were making decisions to get you out of it. I'm not saying it's got to do with drinking or anything for you guys, but what I'm saying is you have not actually overcome it. You are actually repeating this cycle that you witnessed them repeat. You thought you were making decisions to get you out of it. You're not. This is why you need somebody on the outside to guide you out of this, because your decisions are not clear on this, Pisces, and you're going to need some help to sort of be redirected. That's what's coming out right now. Let's get into the tarot cards. Pisces. Okay. So there's disappointment here, once again reiterating the decisions that you're making or the actions that you're taking are wow, there's a lot of major arcana here. Okay, so let's go back. The first card that came out is the Five of Cups. Now this reflects disappointment or sadness, and it's pointing toward the future. There's stagnation, there's that kind of horizontal energy of just flatness here. There's a continuity, there's a continuum. So we have just this energy of perpetual disappointment. And why am I not moving forward? That's because you're stuck, right? That's why. Another confirmation. You will continue to see disappointment into the future if you continue to take the same actions that you've been taking. This is why you need an external objective perspective. Could be a friend. And I have this huge vibe that's been coming out your whole reading. There are friends that are good friends that are coming back into your life, trying to pull you out of this, trying to make you see in subtle ways. Maybe they haven't been direct to you, but they're trying to make you see in subtle ways. Here, you can do this instead. We can do this instead. They probably haven't told you to your face because they love you and they're afraid to hurt you. But they're trying to say, you're acting the fool here. You're doing things that are toxic. Let's do something else. Let's do something that's healthy. Let's do something that's good. They're coming back, and that's why they're coming back. Maybe it's people from the past that you haven't been seeing a lot, but they're concerned about you, and they're coming back to try to say, you have these other options. Like, why don't we do this instead? Why don't we do this instead? They're subtly trying to pull you into the direction, but you're kind of resisting. You're not seeing it completely. But that's what they're trying to tell you. Hey, what you're choosing to do, it's like, why are you still stuck there? We're all moving forward. We want you to come with us, but there's a part of you that's still stuck somewhere. Can you please come forward? Maybe they were really good times in the past, right? That's why you're reluctant to let them go. But you're going to be stuck in times that have been long over and missing the good times that are ahead because you can't let go of this concept of those were the best times I've ever had. They're not. They're the best times you had, not the best times you will ever have. There are more good times waiting for you in the future, maybe even happier. You have to let that go, but you're resisting. So we have the North Node and the South Node. We have the Aries and the Libra energy. So there comes now to be, there has to be a balance, and maybe you've been too singular. You've been to, I gotta do this by myself. I'm just gonna listen to myself. I'm just gonna push in this direction. You're fighting so hard. You're fighting to be insistent. But what are you fighting for? Is it even worth it anymore? It's almost like in order to balance things out, you need a little help now. It's not just partnership in terms of romance or romantic partnership. It's in, okay, maybe you don't have to do this all by yourself. There needs to be a better understanding of that relationship between the Aries and Libra energy, this sense of how does the two work together? Not I'm either all in the partnership or I'm just myself. No, they're supposed to actually function together. Being the strong self is going to enable a strong partnership and attraction to a strong partner. So it's almost like God's trying to make you work on that balance somehow. Balance. That's where you have to take the action. You have to take the action toward balance right now, Pisces. That's what's constantly coming out. All right, let's go to the extended because I want to go deeper into this.